Hi and welcome everybody. Today's class is going to be an energetic vinyasa flow. So be prepared to break into a little sweat and get ready to strengthen, tone, and lengthen while consciously linking breath with movement. So let's start at one end of the mat with a few casual movements of rotating the wrists while pedaling the feet, inhaling and exhaling, preparing and waking up the mind and body for movement. Now let's start to take big arm circles backwards. Inhale as the hands go up, exhale as they drop. And then rotate the arms forward, keeping the same breathing pattern in mind. Drop the hands and begin to draw half C's on each side of the head, exhaling every time the head tilts to one side. Feel free to add a full neck rotation here if that feels comfortable for the neck for you. Now hip width distance between the legs, interlock the fingers, palms facing you. Begin to twist the torso to each side on an exhale. Your twist is only going to go as far as your gaze. So if you're looking to the side instead of behind, that's as far as your twist is going to go. Perfect. Now lifting the hands up, grab each elbow firmly and on an exhale, bend to the right. Hold the posture, not the breath. Keep breathing here. If you're bending to the right, inhale into your left side and exhale. Release and then bend to the left side. Coming into the center, let's move through a few back extensions to hamstring stretches. Inhale, arch the back, gaze goes up, arms along the ears. Exhale, full forward fold. Choose to keep a slight bend in the knees here to start off with, and then you can gradually straighten them on every exhale. Continue these movements. Perfect. Plant the palms, hop or step back to high plank. Lower yourself down completely on an exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet here on every exhale. Now inhale, kick the right leg up for one-legged dog and exhale, bring it in front for warrior one. Stay here for one breath and come into warrior two on an exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior, and on an exhale, come into a modified or full side angle. Elbow resting on the knees is the modified version, or you can come into the full posture, left bicep close to the ear. Relax the muscles, easing into the posture is key. Breathe, don't hold your breath. And on your next inhale, come back into warrior two, and on an exhale, sit yourself onto the left foot for a low side lunge. You can choose to modify by using the support of your hands to sit down, or you can bring your hands in prayer position and push the left knee out with the help of the left elbow. You can choose an option to place a block between the mat and your buttocks if you find a big space there and if you would like to rest your legs or your thighs. Wherever you are, stay there and breathe. And gently lift off with or without the support of your hands. Coming back to the right, plant the palms and let's move through a vinyasa. Right leg back, high plank, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana or low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Relax and hold for a few breaths here before we move on to the left side. Now your vinyasa, you can always choose to take the modified version that we did at the beginning of class of coming down completely, dropping the entire body till your belly and then coming into an upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Perfect. Now inhale, kick the left leg up for Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana and exhale, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale and exhale, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior. On an exhale, come into a modified or full Parshvakonasana. Right bicep close to the ear. Choose your modification. And on your next inhale, come back into Warrior 2. And on an exhale, sit yourself onto the right foot for a low side lunge, Skandasana. You can choose to modify by using the support of your hands once again, using a block between your buttocks and the mat, or prayer position and push the knee open. Breathe. Gently lift off with or without support, coming back to the left side. Plant the palms and let's move through our vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Remember to take that modified version of the vinyasa. Resting in child's pose for one full breath. Now inhale, slide or bring the body to modified upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Drop the foot in between the legs this time and inhale, hands up to the sky, coming into Warrior 1. Take a full breath here and on an exhale, come into Warrior 3. Lifting off the back leg and slowly shifting the weight onto the front leg. We are going to be placing our hands near heart center instead of extending them out. Gaze at one point for balance. Keep the core engaged and gently begin to drop the left hand now on the floor for support, and the right hand goes up to the sky, coming into a revolved half moon. Gaze can travel up to the hand or stay where it helps you balance. Perfect. Gently come back into the center for Warrior 3. Plant the back leg, interlock the fingers behind you, palms facing inward, and begin to drop into Humble Warrior on an exhale. You can choose to rest your body on the thigh or not. Lifting the hands up as far as your comfort. Stay here and breathe. This should be feeling heavy on the leg that is in front. You got this. Now release both the hands to the mat and we'll move through our vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Alright, now on an inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up to the sky, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, leg up to the sky, exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Drop the foot in between the legs. Inhale, hands up to the sky, Warrior 1. Take a full breath here. And on an exhale, come into Warrior 3. Hands near heart center. Gazing at one point for balance. keeping the core engaged. And gently begin to drop the right hand down on the floor this time for support. And the left hand goes up to the sky, coming into revolved half moon. Gaze can travel up once again to the hand or stay where it is for balance. One side is always more flexible and stable than the other, so no worries if you fall out. It is completely normal. Pick yourself back up and get into the posture. Gently come back into the center for Warrior 3. Plant the back leg on the mat, interlock the fingers behind you, palms facing inward, and begin to drop into Humble Warrior. Perfect. Now release both hands to the mat and we'll move through our vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Knees down, rest in child's pose. Awesome work, guys. We have one last set to go and working on the legs this time. Inhale, slide or bring the body to upward facing dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Now we are going to be alternating between hopping in front to Malasana and hopping back to plank or downward facing dog, whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to try and do 5 of these. Inhale and on an exhale, hop to Malasana. Exhale, hop back. Take a quick inhale and exhale, hop to Malasana. Third one, hop back, hop to Malasana. Let's do 2 more just like this. Hop back, hop to Malasana, and 1 more. Perfect. From Malasana, sit up in chair pose and begin to pulse on every exhale. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up and give the legs a little shake. Now forward fold on an exhale, plant the palms and hop back to tabletop position. You can choose to tuck or untuck the left toes. We are going to be alternating between a donkey kick, a fire hydrant, and a kick out on the right side. Let's do 5 more. Donkey kick, fire hydrant, kick out to this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Rest in child's pose and slide the body to upward facing dog now. Downward facing dog, exhale. And starting with our Malasana hops. Inhale and on an exhale, hop to Malasana. 2, 3, 4, and one last one. Perfect. From Malasana, sitting up in chair pose and begin to pulse on every exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and my legs are dead. Stand up and give them a little shake. Now forward fold, plant the palms, hop back to tabletop position. You can choose to tuck or untuck the right toes, and on the left side we're going to be doing a donkey kick, a fire hydrant, and a kick out to the side. Let's do 5 more. Donkey kick, fire hydrant, kick out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, everybody. Rest in child's pose. This time we'll take a longer break in child's pose. We are going to be slowing things down now and moving into our cool down. So before we get to it, I generally repeat this routine 2 or 3 times before I jump into a cool down. So you can choose to do the same, or if once is enough for you, then let's carry on into relaxation. Perfect. Now take a wider distance in child's pose. Relax the legs and arms and sink deeper onto the mat. We're going to be slowing things down now, coming into our cool down. Lift the torso, come into downward facing dog. And take the right leg for a pigeon pose. You can stay up here in pigeon pose, or you can rest on the front leg. If your body is down, come up, tuck the left toes and get back into downward facing dog. Now left leg comes forward for pigeon pose. Choose your variation here. And now come up, tuck the right toes and come back into downward facing dog. Knees down and lift the torso, tuck the toes and place the palms on the heels and take a tiny tilt backwards to stretch out the quadriceps. And now, coming into Vajrasana, untuck the toes and interlocking the fingers behind, palms facing inward, bend forward while lifting the hands to the sky. Stay here and breathe. You can choose to use a strap here if you find that your arms aren't going too high and you aren't getting that stretch in the arms. Release, and from here adjust yourself into puppy pose. Hips are stacked over the knees, either chin or forehead on the mat. Relax here and breathe. Prop yourself up gently and bringing both feet to face each other in butterfly pose. Stay high, or you can begin to tilt forward, holding the ankles or toes. Now lie down and grabbing both inner arches of the feet, we're going to come into a happy baby pose, elbows inside the knees. You can choose to rock side to side or just stay still. And release back down, keeping the knees folded and legs wider than the hips. Start to drop the knees one at a time inward, exhaling every time you drop. Keeping the hands wherever comfortable for you, either on the side or on your belly, relieving any tension in the lower back area. Awesome. Lengthen out the legs, drop the hands to each side. Palms facing the ceiling, close the eyes and relax the entire body. Drop your body heavy onto the mat, onto the earth, feeling a sense of calm and relaxation. Taking slow, deep breaths. Absorbing all the peace you can in this moment. Notice the belly expand towards the ceiling or the sky on an inhale. And notice how it collapses towards the spine, towards the earth, towards your mat on an exhale. stay still. Your mind might waver or travel to different memories. That is absolutely fine. Don't get attached to any one particular thought, but allow your thoughts to rotate and gradually allow them to fade away. Breathe in all the good and exhale to release all tension from the body. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this class. Please don't forget to subscribe for more such classes. I will see you soon. Namaste.